Whoa, do you guys see the difference? That one is like the mother and that one is like the child. They're so squishy. But anyway, I'm getting really distracted. What's up, lovelies? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite silly YouTuber, Mina here. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mina. And today I'll be reviewing this palette right here. Is it upside down? I don't know. No, it's not. And creating this look with it. And I'll be telling you guys my thoughts and opinions at the end of this video. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I already have my eyebrows filled. This palette came out a few months back, maybe 2. I mean, it's not that old, but I just got it on my hands today because Colourpop decided to take 2 weeks to ship it to me, but still that's not 2 months. I guess you can say that I'm doing a late review, but it is what it is. I've been eyeing this palette for some time. One of the reasons I'm doing a late review is because when this collection launched, I looked at it and I was like, the colors are like really nice and stuff, but I have so many palettes and I just feel like I have some of those colors in my other palettes, which I don't think I have now that I actually look at it in person. But what actually pushed me to get it was a few weeks ago, I was checking out their new bronzing balm or whatever it's called, and I was so excited about that. So I was in the process of purchasing that when I noticed some of the palettes were on sale for like 30% off, and I'm like, come on now, I can't, you know, they know that we can't skip it. So I'm like, okay, I'm grabbing me the 2 palettes that I am missing from that collection. I think it was 3 palettes that came out together. The one that I'm about to review today, which is Miss Bliss. So I grabbed the R now and this together along with the bronzer because they were like $9. You just can't beat that, and it was free shipping. But anyway, long story short, I have it in my hands today. I know a lot of people have been complaining about Colourpop taking forever to ship, especially during the pandemic now, but I honestly haven't had any problems with their shipments ever since I started ordering from them, except this time around it took maybe a little over 2 weeks. They didn't even send me my shipping information until like a week and a half later, which was the longest time I ever had to wait for that. Still not complaining, you got here today. But anyway, I'm really excited because some of these colors are just my colors. Like from pictures, from me opening it today, I took it out of the box, but I haven't swatched it or anything like that. You know, I like sharing stuff with you guys, so that's what I'm gonna do today. First and foremost, this is how the packaging looks like for those of you guys who haven't gotten your hands on this palette yet. It's very sleek, just like most Colourpop packaging. It says Miss Bliss in funky font on the front of it, and you can actually feel those letterings. They're like engraved on there. The front of it has like little tiny hearts which look like stickers, and they feel like stickers but they're not. The brand name Colourpop, they have that on their packaging. And by the way, this is one of their mini or 9-pan palette that they're known for. And then in the front it says pressed powder palette PPP. Ooh. And then it says total net worth, which is 9 grams or 0.3 ounces. In the back of it, it has the name of the palette, once again, pressed powder palette, and then it has all the shade names and little hearts. It reminds me of a game which I don't know what game it is. I don't play a lot of games, but I know I've seen like those little zigzags. I don't know what they're called. The shade names are in the heart, and the hearts are supposed to be the pans, I'm guessing. And then on the bottom of it, just like any Colourpop palette, it has distributed by Colourpop Cosmetics LLC, Santa Monica, California, made in the US, Colourpop.com, and it's like one of those tiny boxes that you open. Before I put this box away, I just wanted to point out that it has their website on there, and on the other side it has 3 cute hearts, which is extremely adorable. Here's what came out of it. It says Miss Bliss on top with a few hearts, Colourpop, and it's just very sleek and very nice. The back of it is very similar. It has a sticker with all the hearts along with the shade names. And then when you open it, ta-da! Comes with a full-size mirror. That's exactly the size of the palette. The mirror has a sticker, as you guys can see, and it comes with a little foam thingy, which is like a shade protector. That's what I call it. I mean, I've heard a lot of people call it that too. Anyway, these are the shades, and I like how there are a bunch of hearts in the palette next to the shades. This is one of the palettes I own at least that have those hearts inside of the palette. Normally just the names and the shadows, so that's kind of a change. I'm gonna see how the shadow colors are on my eyes and stuff. I've heard a lot of darker skinned / tan people like myself not really liking these these palettes, like this collection, because it was too pastel for them or too light. But I don't know, honestly. I feel like I might like it. That was just a little about the palette. Let's go ahead and get started with the actual look. I mean, I am wearing like these two earrings right here. They're like peachy slash rose gold, and then I'm wearing this very light peach sweater. I was wearing a heavier sweater earlier, but then I got too hot, which is not so like me, because that door just opened itself when the AC came on. Like, if I was home alone, I'd freak the hell out. But anyway, let's just go ahead and dig in. I feel like I should prime my eyes first, right? Okay, now that my eyes are finally primed, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this look. I was actually thinking of creating one of those looks that I've been seeing a lot on Instagram and Snapchat videos. It's like very natural, like a little bit smoky liner right here. I don't know, it's just really weird, but you know, we'll make it work. I haven't created that look yet. I'll do it with you guys on camera. There's nothing more than I love just creating new looks on video. I've heard like some people say that they at least create a look before they record a video. I just don't like doing that, so if I mess up, you guys can witness that. I always think of it that way. So anyway, ever since I saw this palette, the first color that my eyes gravitated towards was that shade. It's just a very nice peach shade. I've never seen something like that before, I feel like. And I own a lot of palettes that say something. But anyway, my eyes creased a little bit since I've been talking. By the way, I used my Ride or Die base right here, P. Louise in number 3. I just grabbed this Sonia Kashuk brush from one of the sets that I purchased. And it's a fluffy brush. You can grab any fluffy brush that you'd like. I'm gonna be doing both of my eyes at the same time tonight because it's supposed to be an easy look, and I'm just placing that shade all over my crease first. Oh my goodness, it's very, very natural. I love it. I stand by what I said. So I just placed the shade all over my lid, and that's how it looks like. Honestly speaking, like, it's so beautiful. How do you not like this color? If you're like in a hurry, like myself, because I'm always in a hurry when I have like scheduled time to work. Wake up, quick shower. If you're gonna do your makeup, literally slap one of these shades on your eyelid and you're good to go. Very natural, and it's gonna bring out your eye. Trust me. So far, I'm not really disappointed at all. What is there to be disappointed about? I know it's very late right now, but like, I'm honestly tempted to go outside and rock this look and just show it off. Who even says that you can't rock one shade on your eyelids? Because I completely disagree with that statement. I feel like I'm honestly down with the look right now, because I'm about to hop on Snapchat and just be like, hey guys, look at what I created tonight. I mean, it's pastel. We expected that, duh. This is really nice. Like, oh my goodness. Hi. I mean, I haven't used any other shades yet, but I love it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just take a black eyeliner, and I settled for Wet n Wild Mega Last retractable eyeliner in the shade black, and I like that it has the roll up instead of the sharpening thing. I know a lot of people don't like it for hygiene reasons, and when I'm creating like a wing liner or anything of that sort, I like placing my mirror by my chin so I can see it looking down. It's just very easier for me. So guys, don't think I'm weird. And for this look, you basically like kind of create a wing liner, I guess, and then you kind of buff it out a little bit. So something like that so far, but it's gonna be way cleaner and stuff. I just went ahead and helped myself to those tapes on my eyes because I just feel like they're gonna make it easier. They're gonna guide me a little bit. I honestly feel like I'm gonna take this look, but you know what? It's always a learning experience. And now I'm taking this Morphe M213 brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge a black shade. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what palette I'm using the black shade from. So it doesn't matter, it's just any black shade. Also, I'm reviewing a specific palette, so I don't want to disrespect Colourpop like that, you know? First of all, I'm gonna darken the liner. And now I'm taking my brush from earlier and just trying to smudge that out so it's not so neat anymore. And I'm gonna take off the tape because it's bothering my eyes. And you should get something like this. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's very, very similar to what I've seen. And this is my first time doing this, so I think I should be a little more lenient with myself. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this flat Wet n Wild brush, and I'm taking the same color from earlier. By the way, I haven't even stayed one time with the shade it's called Optimist, which is a really good thing, especially during these times. I'm just gonna pick up that shade on the flat brush that I showed you guys, the same shade that I used earlier, and I'm just placing some more of that on my lid. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And I'm taking this Jessup 228 breeze brush, and I'm just buffing out the edges, make sure everything is like very seamless. Ooh, that's cute. This is a very subtle look. I don't want to ruin it with like pressed glitters or like metallics.
2 seconds later.
And I'm just gonna put some of those white glitters in the middle portion of my eye. And the shade name is Law of Attraction. And it's that shade. Not a shade really, just pressed glitter. And I'm just gonna place some of that right here with my fingers. I'm just doing the same thing with the other eye, just placing some glitters in the middle portion so it can have some dimension. I told you guys this was going to be a very simple look, and I just really wanted to try that shade. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. So that's how it looks like with eyelashes on, and I just put some eyeliner on my waterline. So this is where we're at right now. And for my brow bone and my inner corners, I've actually decided to put this shade called Of Quartz. It's either a matte with shimmers or just a metallic. I can't tell. Let me just swatch it real quick. Yeah, it's definitely a matte with shimmers. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my brow bone. Oh, look at that. That's very subtle. I'm just gonna pop that in my inner corner, just like that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take that black shadow that I used earlier to smudge out my bottom lashes. And I'm gonna take a MinaGlamsUp 237 detail shader brush, which looks like a smudger brush to me. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my right eye. Moving on to my left eye now. And it doesn't even have to be perfect because we are gonna move in onto our face in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up a little bit and move on to my face, and I'll be right back with my thoughts and opinions on this palette and how it performed on my eyelids and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. I did a quick swatch for you guys. This is how the swatches turned out, and I'm just gonna be reading up the name as I never got a chance to do that earlier. I realized I'm gonna be going from left to right. So the first shade is a matte with shimmer, and it's called Of Quartz. The next shade is a matte peach shade and it's called Intuitive. Third shade is called Whoa with an exclamation mark and is a metallic yellowish peachish. And the next shade is a matte with sparkles in it. It's like a pinkish purplish shade and it's called Loves It. The next shade is a pressed glitter and it's called Law of Attraction. The next shade is a metallic peach and it's called Palo Santo. The next shade is a metallic purple pinkish shade and the shade name is Chakra to me. The next shade is the one that I have all over my eyelid tonight and is a darker toned peachish matte shade and it's called Optimist. Last but not least, we have another metallic shade which is not as vibrant as Palo Santo, which is called Vibrant Thing. So those were all the shades. This was the 9-pan palette and it's very similar to their other ones. The fallout is not too terrible and this swatch really good and the pigmentation is just out of this world. I like the palette a lot. Unfortunately, I might have most of those shades besides those two. Thank you guys all for your support as always, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great night.